Hi friends, thank you for 2 likes in my previous video. So today we are going to discuss our next question, regular expression match, in which we need to match a string A with a regular expression B. So B can contain a question mark, a star, and any character, other character from the 26 character we have, and our first argument would be string A, second argument would be string B. So we need to return either 0 or 1. 0 4 if the pattern do not match, and 1 if we can match the pattern. So here are some of the example, like input 1, A and B cannot be matched because these two are completely different string. So output would be 0. In second, 2s can be matched with 2s. In third, 3s cannot be matched with 2s, so we will output 1. In fourth, there is 2 in 1 and we have star in B. So what star can do? Star can match any sequence of character including an empty sequence also, and our question mark can match a single character. So in this case, this star can be replaced with 2s, so to match A with B, so our output would be 1. And in fifth case, we have two A's here and we have one A here and one star. So this star can be used to match a character, that is A, this one in this case. So B would be also equal to A. So our output would be 1. Finally, we have A and B. So this can be matched, like question mark can replace only one character, exactly one character. So this question mark should be replaced with this A, and we can replace this star with this B. Finally, we have AAB, C star A star B. So it can be easily seen that the first character of both the string are different, so this cannot be matched, so our output would be 0. So this was the question and example. So let's have a look at the code. We have given two string underscore A and underscore B, and we are creating another two string A and B whose starting index is 1, and for that what we are doing, we are adding a space before both the input string, so that our string A and B would be one index. uh, and then we are making a dp of size n into m, and we are initializing it as false. And finally what we are doing, we are iterating in this two for loop for I equal to 1 to n and j equal to 1 to m, and we are matching this string. So what dpij represents? Dpij represents matching first I characters of A with the first j character of B. So finally we need to print dp of n minus 1 and m minus 1, that is returning the final match value of whole A string and B string. So yeah, there are some cases in this, so let's have a look at them one by one. So if I is 0 and j is 0, that is we do not have any character in A and B, so empty string, two empty string would be matched with each other, so we need to return true in this case. And then what we have, we have I equal to 0, that is our A is an empty string, and then we are checking if our B of j is star, then we need to return dp of ij equal to dp of I j minus 1. What does this represent? If our A is an empty string and our B is like these two stars, then dp of I and 2 would be equal to dp of I and 1. That means we are replacing this star with an empty string, so we are remained with only one star in B, that is dp of I1, and then we are checking the value of dp of I1 by replacing this character also with an empty string with a so our answer would be equal to dp of I and 0, that is B also become an empty string, and matching to empty string will return us true. That's what we are returning here. And let's say we have another case, our A is empty and our B is a star. So first of all what we are doing, we are replacing this star with an empty string, that is dp of I2 is equal to dp of I1. Then after that we are remained with A is equal to an empty string and B is equal to only A, then we cannot match an empty string with a, that is dp of I1 is equal to false, that we already calculated in this for loop. So finally we are returning that. So in this way dp of ij would be equal to dp of I and dp of I j minus 1. So our next case is j is equal to 0, that is our b is an empty string. So if a is also empty string, that case is already covered here. So now our I is greater than 0, that means a is not an empty string and b is an empty string. Then there is no way to match this these two string. So we will just continue from this for loop, that is, and our default value is false. So either we can assign it here and we can leave it as false, so it would be assigned automatically. So our next case is bj is a question mark and or our ai is equal to bj. If this condition holds, ai is equal to bj, then we don't have any problem. We just have to return dp of ij is equal to dp of I minus 1 j minus 1. um, that is either our string is matching by leaving this I and j. For example, uh, if our string is abc, a is equal to abc and b is also equal to abc, and our I and j both are equal to 3, then what we are saying, this string will match if the first two character of a and b also match, that is ab is equal to ab in this case. And another case in which we will get false, like if our first string is a cb and our second string is a bb, that is rb is equal to abb. So our ith character, that is b, and our jth character match in this case. So what we are saying, return the value in which we are matching. A is equal to ac and b is equal to ab. So in this case ac is not equal to ab, so we will just return false in this case and true in this case, which is already calculated in our for loop earlier. So yeah, this is for if our character matches dp of ij is equal to dp of I minus 1 j minus 1, and if b of j is equal to a question mark, then we can simply replace jth character of b with the ith character of a. So this condition will also become similar to this. Like we have a is equal to acb and our b is equal to ac question mark. So we can simply replace ac question mark with acb, and we can finally match our acb with acb and can return true in this case. So these two condition is equivalent. And finally we will have a star in our b, jth character of b. So what we can do, we can match any number of character including 0. So if we are matching 0 characters, then what will be the condition? Let's see with an example. If our first string is aa and our second string is aa star, and then if we replace this star with an empty string, then our then we need to match the ith till the ith character of a and till the j minus 1th character of b, that is dp of 2 3 would be equal to dp of 2 and 3 minus 1, that is 2, that is equal to dp of I and j minus 1. And if we are matching more than 0 character, that is 1 2 or 3, then our dp of ij would be equal to dp of I minus 1 and j minus 1. How we have written this? Let's have a look at the example. If a is aabc, let's say, and rb is aa star, then our dp of 3 3 would be equal to dp of 2 3. uh, that is matching aab with I have to change it here. dp of 4 3 would be equal to dp of 3 3, that is matching aabc with aa star would be equal to matching aab with aa star. So what we are doing here, replace star with uh, star c. We are converting our b is equal to aa star c. And what we are saying now, we need to match dp of dp of 3 3, uh, and that is matching aab with aa star, and our c is already matched. So we need to match dp of we need to find dp of 3 3, that would be equal to matching dp of 2 3, that is matching aa with this. What we are doing here, we are then replacing this star a with a character that is equal to b. So our b would become aa uh, b c, and we can finally match our b with a, that is we are finally matching our this two starting two character with this starting two characters of a. And if these two match, means if its value is true, then we can match our star, we can match our this star with this bc, and finally get our whole a and b string matched. Otherwise we cannot match this two string. Like uh, if we have here c, then finally our b can become aabc, and it can never become equal to acbc. So in this case we are returning false. So either we can replace our star with zero characters and more than zero characters. So we are taking all of these two conditions that we have deduced from the examples. And yeah, finally we are returning our value as dp of n minus 1 and m minus 1, that is matching the whole a string with b string. So yeah, its time complexity is order of n into m for this for loop, which goes from I equal to 1 to n, j equal to 0 to m. And our space complexity is also n into m, because we are creating a dp vector of two dimension with a dimension of n and m. So yeah, this was it for today's video. See you in the next video.